Rey Fenix, we're talking about him for the second week in a row because he has continued to make social media posts. He's actually deleted quite a lot of them now as we speak. Anyway, he was complaining, you don't know the real story and, something, he wants to go to WWE. You know the whole story with Phoenix. He wants to go to WWE. Tony Khan got wind of it and he basically extended his contract for injury time. So his contract's not going to be up till summer of 2025 now. He messaged, or social media, wherever he did, that he was claiming to receive inhumane treatment from AEW while being sat at home getting paid.
Well, if he went to court with this inhumane treatment, you know what that jury would do? The jury would say, if my job sent me home and I'm making the same money being there, I make the same money being at home as to being there. That to me is not humane. I think that is special treatment. And and nobody understands that at all. This Rey Fenix, where is he from? Is he Mexican?
He is Mexican, yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get to where he gets that. And even in Mexico, they said they're going to pay you that money and you're going to stay home and be with your family and do whatever you want. They won't get it either. But I think it kind of turns him heel a little bit.
Apparently WWE, so whatever the report was, I read it, I didn't write it down here. WWE have got wind of all his online moaning and are watching it very closely. Because if this guy's complaining so badly while still under contract, that's got to surely... I'll tell you what he's referring to in humane treatment in a second. But surely all this complaining, whatever it's regarding, is not going to endear himself to WWE. All of a sudden they'll be like, oh, God, we've got one of those who just won't shut up and just complains about everything.
Well, that's what they're running into now. Because you got all this... all the messages online and, of course, wrestling is always going to... There are some people that I know, and a lot of other people know them too, and you may be one of them. If wrestling is in the headline or they notice a name associated with wrestling, that they're going to hit it. They're going to see what it's about. So if he's saying inhumane treatment, I think that just makes him look like a dumbass. And he just tried to, I don't know, unless he's getting paid for this blurb or whatever he put up. But I don't understand that. So, and I don't even think he does either. I think somebody may have come up with that. That was inhumane to treat you that way. He said, "Oh yeah, I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that word in my little article here. Inhumane treatment. Inhumane treatment would be like going to prison and then strapping you down for 24 hours and beating you on the back with a whip. That would be inhumane. But sitting there watching some movie on Netflix at 11 o'clock at night or 9 o'clock at night, to me, I failed to recognize the inhumaneness of that treatment.
It depends on the film. Because my wife tried to make me watch The Holiday with Jack Black and Cameron Diaz and everything. She tries to get me to watch it every Christmas. It's awful.
You don't like that movie?
Have you seen The Holiday? Kate Winslet's in it, I think.
No.
Oh, it's just so saccharine, super sickly.
Well, first of all, your wife told you to watch it.
No, she
vouched for it.
Oh, yes. Oh, she vouched for it. Oh, it's wonderful. It's very Christmassy.
Well, I don't listen to my old lady, so I would, if she told me to watch it, I would go out of my way not to watch it.
Hey, I grew my hair out for 6 months. You're not even commented. I finally cut my hair after 6. In fairness, I just had a hat on for 6 months, really. So, I mean, you probably would have
That's why you were wearing the hat?
Yeah, I couldn't stand it anymore. Anyway, I only grew it to annoy my wife, but it had to go before Christmas. Right, before we get off Rey Fenix, by the way, the inhumane treatment that I think he's referring to, maybe aside from a lack of communication with Tony Khan or whoever else in AEW, is apparently that Rey was injured, Mr. Fenix, and that he had to source his own doctor.
You know what Rey means in Spanish, correct?
Well, R-E-Y means king.
King Phoenix, yeah.
Yes.
And by the way, I give a guy that name about 10 or 15 years ago in Puerto Rico, Rey Fenix. His name was Ray Gonzalez in Puerto Rico. And somebody said, well, why don't you call him Phoenix, like King Ray? And I did. Now all of a sudden, they developed one there in AEW.
Mm.
But it's an old name anyway. I probably stole it somewhere, but I don't know where.
Where was I with that? Right, so anyway, so doctors. Apparently in AEW, well, WWE, and maybe even you can speak to this during the Zeb Colter run, if you get injured in the ring or just whatever it is, they will source doctors for you, they will sort medical treatment for you, and they will pay for it. AEW does the opposite. You have to do your own finding of medical personnel and book your own surgeries, and then AEW will then reimburse you. In 2024... Is this such a big deal? CM Punk complained about this last year when he had a torn triceps. He had to deal with his own doctor, had to deal with his own medical stuff. I mean, these are quote-unquote independent contractors. Is it that big of a deal? What do you think?
I don't think it is. I would rather use the doctor that I chose and use one that they want me to use.
Did WWE help you with the broken leg?
Oh, yeah, they paid me.
Yeah.
But I didn't break my leg on... They paid me. But they didn't. But I broke my leg just by standing up. I standed up, and my right knee went, and my left knee, my left leg, I broke it in the femur in 2 places. Now, how do you do that? They've asked me, "How did you do this?" I said, "Well, I don't know. I stood up, and then that happened." But yeah, hey, they were fine with that. They paid me every week that I was hurt, and didn't charge me for anything.
But they paid for the surgery as well. Or did you have surgery, or did you have surgery?
Well, I had insurance, so I just my insurance paid it. Yeah. So, but if they hadn't have paid it, I could have probably given that to WWE, and they would have paid it. I had no problem with that whatsoever. Because I told them when I first went in there, listen, you bastards, if I get hurt, you by God paying for this. And they said, hey, no problem, man, no problem. Don't get that bullwhip. So I had that understanding. Well, no, I paid it. Yeah. And there was no problem. And actually, during the time I was hurt, they extended my contract. So unless it was going to go to September, I think, or November. But anyway, they pushed it farther, they pushed it 6 months later because I was hurt.
They continued to pay you for that extra 6 months.
Yes, they did.
There you go.
So I have no complaints about that.
I can't believe you weren't sat there just stewing over the fact that you had to walk all the way to the mailbox.
I was mad as hell. Yeah, every time I went to the mailbox, I was thinking, by God, my check better be here. I'm calling my attorney. Stephen P. New. No, I got another attorney now.
Yeah. Stop calling Cornette's attorney.
Yes, that's what I do.